Planning to buy a new electric scooter or motorcycle? Well, you've come to the right place because this is a new series here on Zigwheels called EV Explained. In this video, we'll be letting you know what are the 5 things that you must keep in mind before buying a new electric two-wheeler. But before we go ahead, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also be part of our notification squad. In order to boost the adoption of electric vehicles, the Government of India offers subsidies under the FAME 2 umbrella. With FAME 2, the price of your new EV is substantially lower than what the manufacturer quotes, making it very convenient for the buyer. Now, this subsidy is calculated primarily on the battery capacity, and in order to avail them, a product must meet certain criteria. Basically, it should have a certain amount of localization, the batteries need to have a certain warranty period, the bikes or the scooters should have regen braking, and the product needs to have a minimum top speed of 40 kmph. On top of the FAME 2 subsidies, a few state governments offer additional benefits. Now, these are passed on to the buyer post purchasing the vehicle and is only applicable for a single vehicle per person. Now, you have to register your new EV with your Aadhaar card, and these state subsidies will be sent back to your linked bank account. For example, if I were to buy an Ather 450X right now, and a few months down the line, if I were to go ahead and buy the Torque Kratos R, I would only get the state subsidies for the 450X, not for the Kratos R. Unlike ICE two-wheelers, EVs require a bit of forward planning. You will have to factor in your daily riding, your riding style, the terrain on which you ride on, and a few other small factors before making the jump to EVs. Accordingly, you will also have to check the battery capacity, the motor capabilities, and the range on offer. Always look for the real-world range of the electric scooter or motorcycle, not the IDC or ARAI certified range. We'll be explaining the differences in a separate video, the link for which should be in the description. But for now, the real-world range figure is what you will ideally get. Now, another thing to factor in is how you're going to keep the batteries charged. Currently, the manufacturers are going about it 2 ways: fixed battery or swappable battery technology. With the former, as the name suggests, one cannot remove the batteries from the vehicle, and there usually is a charging slot on the motorcycle or scooter to keep the batteries charged. There would ideally be a portable solution offered along with the vehicle or a fixed home charger setup. Now, the limitations of this setup is that not everyone has dedicated parking slots, especially in a city like Mumbai, when most people end up having to park their vehicles on public roads. Charging batteries can get tricky. Hence, removable batteries make the job so much more convenient. You only need to unplug the connector and take the battery along with you to your home or your office. You can charge it at your own convenience, and the whole process is as simple as, say, charging your phone. The real downsides are that each battery weighs quite a bit, so you will need some muscles to carry them around. But more importantly, the price of the vehicle shoots up. Now, given the fact that the Indian EV space is still in its infancy, having roadside assistance becomes all the more necessary. Running out of juice is the primary reason why one would call for this service. Also, in the event of a breakdown, it is safer for a trained professional to take a look at your vehicle than a roadside mechanic. Now, most of the established players in the market will offer this service to the buyer for a reasonable annual or monthly fee. Now, smart features are part and parcel of electric vehicles. While most of them are there for bragging rights, you will have to take a look for how many of them will actually come in handy for your daily riding situations. For example, reverse mode, then navigational assist, a walk or a drag mode are especially useful. Now, if it has fixed batteries, does it come with the option of fast charging as well? Has the manufacturer set up fast charging stations, and is there an app to find those? Or if it has removable batteries, has the manufacturer established swap stations, and is there an app to find those as well? And lastly, having a touchscreen on a scooter might be a luxury, but it is something that makes life so much simpler. So these are the 5 things that you absolutely need to keep in mind before buying a new electric scooter or a motorcycle. Now, this is going to be a weekly series with a new episode dropping every Saturday. And in the next episode, we will be exploring the differences between IDC and AR/AR range and real world range. So make sure you have hit the subscribe and notification buttons. Until next time, thank you for watching.